These two hitmen show up for a hit, but instead of rushing in, they're just chilling outside the door having the most casual chat for 30 whole seconds. When the door opens, Vincent casually strolls in like he's visiting a friend, but Jules, he pauses, his eyes scan the room like a predator sizing up the territory. The moment Jules steps into the center of that room, he owns it. That simple gesture telling the guy on the couch to lie back down, he makes it look like he's just stopping by, not here to end lives. And here's the genius part. Jules never actually states why they're here. Instead, he hits them with 3 simple questions that sound like small talk, but feel like psychological warfare.
You know who we are? You do remember your business partner, don't you? You're Brett, right?
In this tense situation, that inappropriate politeness becomes way more terrifying than any direct threat. The more conversational he gets, the deadlier those questions become, until you can practically taste the fear in the room. Now check out Tarantino's framing here. Jules enters from the left, dominating half the screen, while Marvin and Brett get visually crushed into the right side. The doors, cabinets, all that clutter just keeps visually shrinking their space. And just when Brett thinks blood's about to spill, Jules suddenly gets fascinated by the hamburger on the table. That mental switch up completely disarms Brett's expectations. This isn't the killer scenario he had prepared for.
I hear they got some tasty burgers. I ain't never had one myself. How are they? Go ahead. You mind if I try one of yours?
It's technically a question, but everyone knows the only acceptable answer is yes. No torture, no direct violence, just this deeply unchilling conversational invasion. Jules isn't just testing boundaries, he's clearly enjoying the psychological game. From the moment Jules picks up that burger, we're forced into close-ups of Brett's face, etching his humiliation and powerlessness. Tarantino even turns up the sound design. That slurping in the silent room creates this subtle pressure where we don't just see what Jules is doing. We feel his satisfaction through the sound. When Jules moves back to center frame and casually reveals his weapon, we get our first real glimpse of violence.
It's over there.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Marvin's badly timed interruption challenges Jules' authority, making the others tremble into confession.
You were saying? It's in the cupboard.
In all this intense dialogue, Tarantino drops a rare 20 seconds of complete silence. The young men's faces say everything, they know there's no way out. When the evidence gets uncovered, Brett finally cracks. He jumps up to explain, but gets forced back down by a single gesture from Jules. Power gets reaffirmed that simply. Jules pretends to listen seriously, but the moment Brett looks away, the weapon comes out. No smoke, no blood spray, no screams. If you muted the gunshot, you'd barely what happened. The camera stays locked on Brett's terrified face while Jules circles him like a panther, his shadow swallowing the frame, building unbearable tension. By now, Brett's completely broken. Then Jules flips the table and returns to psychological warfare through questions.
What country you from?
What?
What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what?
What?
He starts reciting that famous Bible passage, not the actual scripture, but in his mind, it's absolute truth. The fire in his eyes transforms him from cold, blooded killer to divine executioner, delivering God's judgment. As he quietly recites, Vincent positions his gun behind Brett. No words, no glances. Vincent moves like an altar server supporting a priest, stepping into his role the moment the ritual begins. His presence transformed Jules' divine punishment from individual madness into shared belief.